Jeff the Killer, born Jeffrey Woods, is the titular main protagonist turned into the main antagonist of the 2011 creepypasta story of the same title, Jeff the Killer. He is an adolescent serial killer and registered creepypasta. He was disfigured after being set on fire while fighting a gang of bullies and lost his sanity after witnessing his new and beautiful face. Jeff's origin was that he was an ordinary 13-year-old who moved to a new neighborhood with his brother, Leo, and their parents. On their first day of school, they were assaulted by 3 bullies named Randy, Keith, and Troy, whom Jeff brutally beat up after they threatened them with knives. Louis took the blame for it and was arrested, sending Jeff into a deep depression. The bullies later attacked Jeff again at a party, and Jeff killed one of them, but not before getting covered in bleach and lit on fire by Keith. During this fight, Jeff's mind permanently snapped. When Jeff woke up, he was at the hospital, and his head was wrapped in bandages. When the bandages were taken off, it was revealed that his face had become disfigured and ghastly pale from the burns. With bright red lips and a leathery texture, Jeff said that he liked his face and laughed. The doctor foolishly thought that this instantly was merely a side effect of the painkillers and let Jeff go home. Later that night, Jeff's mother found him carving his face into a permanent smile so that he would no longer have too expert energy to smile, as he put it, and burning off his eyelids so he could always see his face. Jeff's mother went to her husband to tell him that their son had gone completely mad and needed to be killed. But Jeff caught them and stabbed them to death. This woke up Louis after he was released, with Jeff telling him he was about to plunge the knife into his body. Go to sleep. Jeff then went on a serial killing rampage, killing those who refused to sleep at night. And as the story continued, Jeff renamed himself Jeff the Killer. Due to Jeff's popularity, many fans made different expectations to the creepypasta. The most well-known expectation being a character named Jane the Killer. A short story about a woman who views Jeff as her nemesis and kills those before he can. And she tells them, "Don't go to sleep. You'll never wake up." Although this creepypasta was short, she became well liked among the creepypasta fan base, and many created fan arts of her. Eventually, a detailed backstory was written explaining the details of Jane's background and motivations for wanting Jeff killed. In this story, Jeff, one older, murdered the parents of Jane Richardson, causing Jane to become an imminent enemy of Jeff. Jane had sworn to haunt Jeff and murder him for doing the same to her parents. In another fan adaptation, Jane the Killer, the real story, Jeff murdered Jane Arkansas's entire family, friends, and well as his own family. He lit her on fire using bleach and gasoline, leaving her scarred and disfigured, thus the beginning of her rivalry. However, this particular version of Jane the Killer and the fan base took it as canon, which displeased the creator of the creator. Despite numerous stories, videos, and artwork, neither Jane Richardson or Jane Arkansas has a canonical connection to Jeff the Killer and are merely works of the creepypasta. There are many different ways in which fan content portrays Jeff the Killer and Slender Man in relation to each other. Most fan works depict Slender Man as a mortal enemy, on par with Jeff, showing off one another's skills. Depictions of Jeff typically show him going into combat with Slender Man using his knives, while Slender Man is typically shown using his tentacles. There are numerous various fan works that depict Jeff the Killer as one of Slender Man's proxies, often painting Jeff's image as some kind of super proxy that was discovered by Slender Man shortly after murdering his family and escaping to the forest. However, many fans do not approve of this particular fan work. On October 3rd, 2008, a YouTuber named Cicero uploaded a video called Jeff the Killer Original Story. This video came out before the famous creepypasta was even written. In the original video, the song I Guess You're Right can be heard playing in the background. Caesar claims he is one of who created Jeff the Killer, and every internet story about Jeff Killer was fake, including the famous creepypasta story. He claims Jeff never had an accident with bullies or bleach. Instead, he claims that Jeff was hauling a gallon of acid into his bathroom to clean out his bathtub, but slipped on a bar of soap and the acid splashed all over his face. He was taken to the hospital when the neighbors heard his cries. Apparently, in Caesar's original version of Jeff the Killer, Jeff never murdered Louis or his parents, and his full canon name is Jeffrey C. Haddock, not Jeffrey Allen Woods. Because the 2011 creepypasta story was criticized by many for its poor quality, and it was even protested that it should not have been allowed on the creepypasta Wikipedia for not meeting the actual required standards. Because of this, it was taken down from the creepypasta a year later. However, users constantly re-upload it, objecting to the idea of it being taken down due to it being one of the most popular creepypasta at the time. In late 2014, the community finally decided that the story was banned from the creepypasta entirely. It officially moved to the Spinpasta Wikipedia. However, the story was taken down there as well. The story can be found on the official creepypasta website, Trollpasta, and Jeff the Kittens. As a result of the creepypasta being taken down from the creepypasta Wikipedia, a competition was made to remake the story entirely and create something more realistic and frightening that could be featured on the Wikipedia. Admin K. Banning Gillum's story won first place. However, it had to be cut down to half its size due to the contest's word limit. Uncut version can be viewed on the Spinpasta. The remake stays true to the original creepypasta with the same characters, with Jeff and his family moving to a new neighborhood, as well as Jeff between Jeff and a trio of bullies. However, the result of Jeff's deformed face is different from the one in the original creepypasta. Unlike the original one, Jeff and Louis' ages are stated, with Jeff being 15 and Louis being 14. However, this is only revealed in the uncut version of the remake. Not many people know the true original Jeff the Killer image. Many people believe it was a photoshopped picture of a woman named Katie Robinson, who allegedly committed suicide due to cyberbullying after visiting 4chan's B-board that year in 2008. It was believed for several years that the picture of the girl was apparently, and now famous, Jeff the Killer image. However, this claim is entirely false and has been debunked numerous times, as there are no records actually happening. Around 2015, during an interview with YouTube user Scared Theater, the original creator of Jeff the Killer, Caesar, claims that the Katie Robinson suicide is a big Baku story and confirms that the image is actually a picture of himself wearing a white latex mask. However, what was more even strange is that it's also a fake, even though he did it and he wrote it, the original story. Jeff has extremely pale skin and burnt off eyelids, giving him an even more ghostly appearance. Jeff later got his most distinctive trait, the Glasgow smile that he had carved into his face. His build is commonly described as thin, but with some lean muscle tone at the same time, reaching a height of around 5'10" to 6 foot. In various fans, he's typically portrayed in his late teens or early 20s. His clothing normally consists of a pair of black dress pants with a white hoodie, like described in the story, which is sometimes stained with fresh and old blood from his victims. Before being burnt alive, he was quiet and fairly teenager. Not that people actually knew him very well, but shortly after the incident, he became torturous, aggressive, bloodthirsty and violent, making him one of the most dangerous serial killers in his hometown. Jeff is widely known for luring his victims to an eternal slumber, using a kitchen knife and eerie but soft tone of voice. Even though he prefers to murder his victims with knives, he is more than willing to use any weapon when placed in a desperate situation. He is an extremely stealthy and individual, able to break into victims' houses almost always without getting himself caught in the act. Despite being an average human, Jeff appears to wield incredible supernatural abilities that only apply to his human attributes, such as incredible stealth, speed, and supernatural strength used to slaughter his victims. Jeff is shown to be an incredibly durable, being able to overcome his parents and brother simply by gutting them. One thing that makes him stronger is his intense hatred and bloodlust to keep him going, as well as having great stamina. In recent years, Jeff has been depicted as being a charming individual, manipulating people into trusting him, only to betray them later. Here's a video that was taken of Jeff the Killer.
I know you're out there. Might have just been a fox or something.
Yeah.
Alright?
Yeah. Scared. Oh my god. What was that? What was that?
Who's there? Sorry, get inside!
Shit. Holy fucking... Oh my god, dude. This is fucking blood? Dude, that's fucking real blood, dude. Holy fucking shit. No, dude, fuck this. Oh, shit!